back.
Yeah, you're right.
Podcast.
This is gonna be a laid back podcast.
We're not fucking Russell Brand.
Those
what
are
we're
some
not.
of my favorite ones.
What?
Joe Rogan and Russell Brand.
I know, it's so trippy.
I love those ones, man.
That's what happens when you're a heroin addict
That's true.
at one point, and then you get sober.
That's true. eh?
Is he the guy from Get Him to the Greek?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
I
comedian.
like his podcast a lot.
They're pretty fucking interesting. They're introspective, and he just talks about these crazy abstract ideas about consciousness and shit. But I feel like you either go that way, you go heavy into something that like gives you purpose. You go heavy into that, or you go heavy into like religion. You know what I mean? Like something.
Yeah,
all
that's
these
true,
all
eh?
these post drug addicts, because that's all I talk about at those AA meetings. Like God, like and in prison too. When you're like, when you need that purpose with your drug, I feel like you always go to either way. There's no way you're just a normal dude after you become a heroin addict. After you do heroin for 10 years.
Yeah, I met someone at West actually that he was like a huge drug addict and was just recovering, got a new job. It was like his beginning of a new life. It's kind of really cool to see actually.
Was he like, hey, would you guess
No.
that he had a drug problem
Oh,
before?
we called this guy Crazy Mike. That was his name. So, he was the most energetic, like 50 or 45-year-old you'd ever seen. It's like, it's cool to see that you can have that
Yeah, I guess so.
that recovery. And he actually became really religious.
True,
Funny
eh?
that you mentioned.
I just feel like
Yeah.
that always happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
You
definitely a
reach
big
for
thing.
something.
Just to me, it was trippy to hear him talk about like how he spoke about that stuff. Like, holy shit.
Like, what are some stories?
He just told me like these times that he swear he like saw God or something, like
Oh, true. What's that?
had
like,
something that he thought was an act of God.
Was that like post addiction?
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy, bro.
That
Just
is-
meant traveling. The people you'll meet is
True.
just
How was
it
your
opens
time
your
in
mind.
BC?
Yo,
Unreal,
introduce
unreal.
yourself here, Jake.
No, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess we could get there. This is a can opener. It's a beautiful Wednesday.
The most beautiful
Like,
Wednesday we've had
spring is
all
sprung.
year.
Spring is sprung.
Like, unbelievable.
No.
Like, the sun is shining in here. It's gold. And, yeah, we're just chilling. And like Jacob said, introduce yourself here, Jake.
Yeah, this is Jake Van Koppen, my very first podcast.
Your debut, bro.
Thanks for having me out.
Your debut. Anything you'd like to tell about yourself?
Tell about myself?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I am a weed advocate and activist.
Yes!
It is a huge part of my life. It's crazy how big of a part of my life is, but yeah, I also love hockey. Real active guy. I like to stay active with Jacob, go for runs and stuff, and
Hell
in
yeah.
school for finance. I just love money, bro. Money and weed.
Money and weed. That's
And
basically the
good
message.
relationships. So yeah,
And good
like,
relationships. Do you feel like weed makes good relationships?
it does. Oh yeah.
I
big time.
I don't know if I'd have some of the relationships I have now without weed, which is strange.
It's
Not
a
like
culture. It's a culture
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm not advocating it, like, but definitely some just different people you'd meet that you probably wouldn't hang out with regularly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a big part of Canadian culture, I think.
It definitely is. It's gonna become an even bigger part.
Yeah. Legalization. The bill just passed the Senate. We're good to go.
Yeah, literally like what, 3 days ago?
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
No.
Didn't see
I
it
wish
live,
I did
no.
for the podcast though. That would have been a good topic.
Bro, I watched it.
Yeah, you were saying that.
I couldn't tell you how like triggered I was.
Triggered.
It was like they were saying the most ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
There's like literally a quote. It was a subreddit, and she's like,
I saw it.
there's a
Yeah.
question. She asked a question. She's like, so young people are gonna be allowed to have under 5 grams, like 12 to 18 or something, and which is like BS because it was the conservatives were saying that the whole time. But then she's like, so 5 grams is about 4 tokes.
She did say that.
There was
Yeah, she did. She
that
did.
was a literal quote. It was like, that's so crazy how
These are the people.
ignorant people are. And literally they have power. We were just talking about,
Yeah.
like, if we got a list of how much stupid shit powerful people have said. It'd be just incredible.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's been illegal for so long. It's just the people in power were always against it.
You think so?
Always against it, yeah.
But I think the population too was to a certain point. You know what I mean? Like we got the majority now, but I don't know what it would look like 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
No, that's true, man. Even like not even that far back.
But I think the state started it.
In the States, yeah. Colorado.
Yeah, and they had control of it because it was crazy back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's
now
true.
we're more informed than ever. So it's like the people changed, which is interesting that
Yeah.
we kind of got that
Well, we have
dynamic now in our world.
We have 2 universities in Canada that you can go to school to become a marijuana cultivator.
I know.
Get into the marijuana
Is that
business,
Algonquin
so-
course?
No, it's in Brock, Niagara, and then in BC.
Did that just start this year?
Probably this year, yeah.
I knew a kid who was doing biomed, or what is it? Is it biomed?
Yeah.
What great fields
No.
you get into.
Yeah, it's biomed, right?
Who?
Some kid I worked with on the flatbed tonight. His daughter's boyfriend, and he said Canopy like offered them all jobs.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canopy Growth Corp, which is the largest brand and company in the Canadian sector at this point.
Do you ever talk weed stocks on this?
Never.
This one? Never.
Really? You've never even.
Well, no, me
have
and
we
you have-
we haven't talked about it.
No,
That's surprising.
Not once.
Really? Eh? That
Yeah.
is wild.
It's like all me and Jacob talk about.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty much a huge part of my life.
It's a huge part of my life too, but
Mhm.
not a lot of people don't share that common interest.
That's true.
You
Definitely
know what I
not.
mean? There's a limited
That's definitely true.
amount of people.
I forget about that a lot when I talk to people about all my interests, and I keep going on, and they're probably just like, "What the fuck?"
Jake, shut the fuck up about your
Quit
pot
mentioning
stock.
weed stocks. I keep telling all my friends about weed
I
stocks.
get
and they're
it. I
like,
get it. It's gonna be legal.
yeah.
Yeah, this would be a good time to go off on it, man. Kaelan, you hold even a little bit of weed stocks as well, right?
Yeah, I put a bit of money.
It's like, why do you think it's gonna be a good investment in, say, a year or 2 years, or
Why?
yeah?
Because I've been hanging around this guy right there, and I don't know.
Jacob, you told us we'd get rich.
yeah.
You told us we'd get rich.
I've been
And now
down
I'm
the past
eating
2 weeks.
ramen.
I hear this guy crunching the numbers all the time, so he put a lot of thought into
Jacob's a
Yeah, me
prophet.
too.
all his investments. And
Jacob's a prophet.
But I don't use it like that. Like I did my I bought my stocks and I'm just kind of sitting back. I have my handful and that's it. I'm
Well,
just
That's in it-
sitting.
That's in it. But you wouldn't have just gone in it for just Jacob, right?
Yeah.
You had some, like, a personal experience.
It's just
right?
something
Well,
I understand.
yeah,
I understand
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
weed,
When
so,
you-
And you understand how much of the fucking population
yeah.
does it
Mhm.
and what it's like the
Yeah.
beginning of everything.
And given the valuations they're sitting at right now, it's pretty clear that that they're going to be raking in some numbers with their projected
Yeah.
capacity.
And it's just gonna grow.
Oh yeah,
That's the thing. It's just going to grow.
that's what I've been trying to remind myself lately too. Like I've been thinking about. I've been holding a while now. I bought July 2016 was the first
Yeah.
time I bought, and then I started loading up around that time, and I
Yeah.
friggin' didn't sell it all until like 3 or 4 months ago, and then I don't know. I've been trying to remind myself more lately that in the next couple of years, it is just going to be a continually growing thing as it starts to get more normalized among like next generations. And
couple of years, that's a good timeline to have for sure.
Oh, yeah.
To be able to view things in that timeline.
But yeah, again, I don't fully understand it yet.
I know
Like-
what you mean, yeah.
I'm just sitting on it. I don't know when to sell. I don't like.
Mhm.
Evan was telling me. I don't know.
That's the thing. There's a
I
lot
don't know
of
if
there's a
it's the
lot
right
of
place to
people in
talk
your
about it.
position who own these stocks.
Yeah.
So it does affect the market and how it reacts and how it moves. But
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You just got to buy and hold.
I'm holding. I don't know.
Yeah, you just gotta hold.
I ain't even looking at it.
No, I haven't even looked at it
Yeah.
all day either.
but going to school for finance, it like you can kind of over focus your time to that stuff. I find.
Oh, yeah, for
it
sure.
ruins your entire flow.
It changes a
Yeah.
lot. It changes a lot, for
It's,
sure.
it's just like because I obsessed over it.
Yeah, I
Like,
obsess over it, for sure.
It changed
It does,
my
oh, yeah.
thought process.
Man,
It
the
does.
first
It's like
few
an
months I
addiction.
was checking the app. Like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, it's an
For
addiction.
time.
There's a real dopamine rush that
Yeah.
comes through when you see your plus 5% on your investment.
100%.
Oh,
yeah.
like,
but you
you-
get you get the spikes.
Yeah.
Like, you think you're the fucking man? Like,
No, it's definitely a big mental thing. We have this dude, me and Jake in our program right now, Nick. He's super, well, I wouldn't say super heavily invested, but he invests in stocks here and there. Yeah, he invests.
Definitely will be one day. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, oh
He's
yeah.
passionate about. The
Oh yeah, I
markets
believe in
and,
this guy, man. He's gonna make some money, but he's just making some decisions right now that are,
Sketchy.
yeah, it's just weird.
Gambling.
It really can be just like gambling if you treat it a certain way. And the way that because he trades options, which are really leveraged for, like you, how would you explain it real quick?
Well, options. I just want to mention, like, since we just learned about this type of leverage, like, to be able to use it when you just learn about something, I feel like you're at a disadvantage, right? There's
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
who are professionally trained to deal with these, but
But the whole point of them is that they have a set expiry date, and you can pick and so if the investment doesn't hit the price by the expiry date, then you're out of the money and you lose 100% of your investment.
Yeah.
And you can pick the expiry dates, but you pay more for more time. That's a big part of what you're paying for. But the
It's like
options he's been
Google it.
yeah
make
yeah
sure you
yeah
have
just
it.
Google it, just Google it. But the options he's been investing in are just like 1 day expiries that
Yeah.
expire like same day or next day on the Dow, which is like an index. He's literally just completely gambling it.
it's like going to a 10-cent slot machine. They're cheap options, and they probably won't pan out, but
It's like the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
because that's
as-
what he buys, right?
Mhm.
The cheap
that's
ones.
crazy.
It is just nuts. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know how he even justifies it, but it really can be in some people's minds. Just like,
Yeah.
And some people, that's just a huge part of their life. That's all they think about.
yeah,
Crazy.
It's like it's an addiction.
it is
It's our
for
society.
sure.
100%. Yeah, it's definitely you get a chemical change.
Oh yeah,
And that's why for myself, I need to have a strong connection with nature because it just lets me get away from the money part of things.
I totally get
Yeah.
that. You need to
Materialism,
have you
yeah.
need to have your little escape
Yeah.
somewhere.
Just because if I know if all this collapses one day, I'll even still have everything.
You know, it might be
That I
it
enjoy
might be
it.
sooner than later, bro.
As long as we still have our beautiful land and even today, like,
Yeah, but at this point, we're not gonna have that either.
no. I know.
Like, we're-
That's why one of my good buddies is going to school for environmental law or something like
Yeah.
that. Like just the craziest thing. but
super interesting.
It's gonna be an important job soon.
100%. It's so interesting, those courses, like some of the Carlton U,
An
like
important job now. Yeah.
the renewable engine, like renewable energy, like engineering renewable energy,
hmm
like super interesting jobs. It'd be like you'd be changing.
That's a
they'd be
specific
part of
course at
history.
Carleton, eh?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, think about how big the industry is gonna be.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be like the oil, and they go to fucking war for oil.
That's
This
true,
shit'll
eh?
it'll be the next if we go. But it makes me think about weed stocks too, because like we're kind of a part of history. You know what I mean?
End of prohibition,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
it's the
it's
end
kinda-
of
They're,
prohibition.
they're
Yeah.
comparing this to the tulip freaking stock bloom. Like that's part
That's
of
true.
history as
What's
well.
that?
so. It's when the stock market or the price for tulips freaking skyrocketed,
Oh really?
and they're comparing that right now, the weed industry to the tulip industry. See, I don't think they're. They're right in doing
are
that.
tulips like a commodity?
I guess back
You
in the
could
day
you could
it
probably
was,
buy
yeah.
futures in tulips. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
So strange.
You can buy futures in almost anything,
Yeah.
man. You can buy futures in like what are some
If
really
you think
weird
you know
ones?
something about the pork market or something, you
Yeah.
can trade bacon
crazy.
futures, pork belly futures.
Oh yeah, you can trade
It's
friggin'
so strange.
anything. Yeah.
Anything.
Oranges.
Human livers.
No, I don't think there'd be a futures market for that. But
Yeah, I bet they do somewhere.
coffee's a huge commodity.
I can
Coffee-
see weed becoming a commodity. I don't know.
I could
I
definitely
think,
see
I think
it.
it probably already is kind of, right?
Yeah, I could definitely see it being traded though.
Is
on the,
alcohol a commodity?
ethanol? Ethanol definitely would
Yeah,
be. Yeah.
yeah.
Strange. I didn't plug this in.
Futures are like how I was explaining options earlier. Futures are like the same thing, but with commodities. So it's not even a company. It's like oil or gold, and it's like even more leveraged. It's like a crazy ass like.
Weather, weren't we learning you can buy weather futures?
Yeah,
in
I
a
want
certain
to
way.
hear more about that.
You can buy weather.
Yeah. I don't know
You
if it's
should
actually
Google what
buying. I don't know if it's
futures
actually
are.
buying the commodity or they have like a weather future, but
That's so
because
weird.
the commodity prices are so closely tied to weather, I think.
Mhm.
So you're saying chemtrails are real?
I don't know anything about chemtrails.
You're saying that shit's real. You're saying rich people are putting money in weather commodities, and then they're changing the weather.
That's what we're definitively saying for sure is happening. Yes.
Shit's about to get real if we can travel to Mars and back and
True.
in a freaking little pod.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty skeptical of all that stuff still.
They talk about it though.
That's
They
true.
talk about it.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna happen sooner, sooner than later. I think. It's just because these are like the most powerful people in the world that are doing this.
Musk and who
Musk
else?
and
is?
Jeff Bezos.
Bezos.
There's so much power behind that.
That's the thing though. I think just naturally as like human beings, we can think like, I want to be just like those guys one day. Because that's our dream. But then when you're those guys, it's like, well, what am I going to do now? And that's what their dream is. They want an unrealistic goal that they're going to freaking fly.
You think that's how they got there? They had this bigger dream
Hell
than
yeah,
everyone
man.
else?
You got to do it. Maybe
I
1,000, 10,000 years from now. Well,
So you think it's like an addiction? Like
yeah,
like
for
you
sure.
just keep. I definitely see that because what else would you do?
exactly.
And I think they're driven people, so they're not the type of person who's gonna be like, I want to retire.
Oh, no. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is a beast too. He's becoming like one of the largest landowners in the United States as well as being the CEO of Amazon.
One of the largest landowners.
Where is he
Yeah.
acquiring? Do you know, or just kind of
I
everywhere?
think a lot in Texas, but I'm not really too sure.
So he's got a strategy then.
Straight sketchy.
It's pretty trippy.
Trippy. But he wants to have factories above the atmosphere and then shoot rockets up and down so we don't have any more of that industrial shit taking up
Damn.
Earth
True, eh?
space. That's
A
his
crazy
goal.
bastard.
Yeah, it's not Mars but it's like two people on crazy different. Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up, dude? Where'd you come from?
Yeah, you're
Looking
dressed
good.
nice, dude.
Yeah, I was in Cuba.
What? Oh, you went to the embassy? Oh, that's so funny. He just said he was in Cuba.
What's he doing at a Cuban
Yeah,
embassy?
what are you doing? You're a communist.
The guy literally, you're now brainwashed.
What?
That's what the guy said.
Who?
What was it?
The guy in the embassy said that?
That's a nice suit, bro. It's a really nice
Yeah, you look good.
You guys recording?
Yeah. I hope so.
First podcast.
Yeah, you're in it.
Yeah, it's Jake's first podcast.
It's going great. We've already talked about weed stocks, gardening. I'm happy.
We didn't talk about gardening.
Yeah, gardening.
Little bit,
Yeah,
little
we
bit.
got to dive more into that because that's the biggest part of your life.
We
Jake.
could, and that's why I feel like sometimes I get talking about people and like it's just an interest I have so deeply, and I don't know if other people
Oh no, man! I'm
like,
gonna get
really
a.
are so interested in that because that's even for like my worm farm idea. I see it hard to almost find a market yet. I'd almost have to create the market for that product.
For
For what? What are you talking about, man?
Like one business I want to start is a worm farm.
Okay.
So like it's just composting table scraps. I could go to grocery stores and ask for all their garbage vegetables and compost it all.
Okay.
And then I'd be selling their
The
manure
devil.
and the worms themselves as well, just for gardening purposes. Yeah,
I see.
because
Damn.
worms are one of the biggest parts of the soil food web. So you really want to incorporate
Can you
them.
substitute any other like living creature with worms? Or
Not really,
is that
there's-
like a key component?
Yeah, there's
Nothing
something
really
special about what worms
multiplies the way
do.
worms do. Like these red wigglers that Jake uses.
The
you
red
Can,
wigglers.
you can like
Yeah.
quadruple their
Yeah.
population every year and then compound that and really freaking get a lot of worms really fast.
It's that,
With
and
a lot-
nothing really affects the soil as much as worms do.
It's a lesson. You guys got to go for
Yeah.
your niche. You got to find a niche and then pick it.
That's the thing I was telling Jacob. Like, not too many people really know about that stuff yet, and that's why it's going to be hard to
Super interesting.
start a business in that area. But
I bet. But you were talking about the demand versus the quantity, right?
that's the thing. There's a company in the States called Uncle Jim's Worm Farm.
Yeah.
And it's $1 billion company. So why hasn't something like that moved into Canada?
True.
I don't know yet.
Maybe because it's
That's
all
why-
like it's all locally done. Really, I guess I've only bought worms to go fishing back in the day in the little styrofoam. Do you ever fish back in the day?
I fished a couple times. Not
Grow-
many.
Yeah, growing up in the city.
See, people actually grow. They breed worms though, and that's like a different thing than what Jake's trying to do.
Yeah, I don't want to breed worms for fishing.
Yeah, no. You want to breed them for soil.
Yeah, for soil.
But that's a different kind of worm.
But you could also get into
True.
the fishing and stuff like that.
True.
Mm.
Interesting. So, do farms like buy worms?
That's what I think my eventual plan would be, to sell like bulk worm castings to farms and just any type
But
of
there's no
gardener.
way are there worms in like the soil in like a vertical farming like place, like, or is that just all hydroponics?
That'd be all hydroponics for vertical farming.
True.
But some way they could incorporate like a worm composting tea or something like that
Yeah.
into the. But I don't know if it. That's the thing. No one's even researching or experimenting with this stuff yet, even though it's such a key component to growing.
No, it's so it is. You're talking about it's like the only animal that can. It's the only animal that can do that to the soil.
Yeah.
And it's like, think about how big of a part of the ecology that is. Like, if we didn't have worms, we'd be fucked.
Crazy.
It'd be over for us.
Overlooked.
Overlooked, man. And then the white rhino's getting all the press.
Yeah.
Just gets all the press.
But
Man,
see,
I think that's
yeah.
the best idea you've had, bro. I think the friggin' worm thing is one of the craziest ideas I've ever heard. I think it's just so smart.
And see, because
The craziest.
I grew
ever.
up working
You
at a
sound
farm,
like-
right? Yeah.
Sound like me in songs.
There's a little backstory. I grew up working at a farm, and I saw the destructive things they do to their soil. They spray herbicides and pesticides, and that literally kills the worms. It kills all the good shit.
Is
in
that
there.
going to change? Do you think?
No, that's not going to change. The Roundup, the company that owns Roundup is Monsanto or Bayer, I think, just bought them. So
Crazy.
this is a $100 billion industry. How are you going to change it?
So Monsanto bought the worms,
No, they
bought-
own
They own
Roundup.
Roundup, yeah.
which is the worm.
No, Roundup's a chemical pesticide.
It's a herbicide, yeah.
it's
It's a herbicide.
Crazy.
So I saw that working at these
Yeah.
farms, like, and they spend thousands of dollars on this shit,
Yeah.
and it just degrades the soil. Like,
What's your educated opinion on fucking GMOs?
GMOs? Man, I honestly don't know too much about GMOs. but
True.
I don't think it's the, like, we should be mimicking nature as closely as possible.
Yeah.
And that's not really mimicking nature,
Yeah.
is GMO, but
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know too
trippy.
much about it,
I
to
don't.
be
I
honest.
guess we don't. No one knows, right?
nature knows best.
There's
Yeah.
benefits though, for sure.
At this point in time, yeah. But we really don't know the risk
No,
at this point.
definitely not. That's why we're some crazy people. We're doing all this shit even though we don't even
We go to Mars. Bro.
know what the consequences are.
Go to Mars.
Talking about going to Mars.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. There's
Yeah,
a
I guess
rover
a
on
lot
there.
of people believe there is no space, right? A lot of people believe that.
I get. Do they believe there's space,
The people who think
or
the
do they think
Earth
it's
is
just like a
flat,
wall, like a hologram,
Yeah.
That's what they think. The hologram?
just a giant hologram?
Hit a blank wall.
I never even thought about it. I was wondering what they
somebody,
thought, but they
like,
think it's a
shooting
hologram.
up the. Did you hear about the flat Earth dude who shot himself into space?
No.
He literally. I didn't read the article because I didn't want to get involved in the bullshit, but it was the headline of. Flat Earther shoots himself into space and survives. And he's like, there's a picture of a rocket going off, like as this tiny little thing. I was like, crazy. Imagine he just goes up and just hits a wall, just hits the top. Well,
What? The top of
the top of the flat Earth.
The world, bro.
Yeah,
We're
like,
in
what
a
are you
box.
talking? What are you? The
like-
ceiling, dude.
That's what you guys think the theory is that they
I don't-
have
I
that
don't
there's
know.
like a
I
ceiling.
bet that's
What is
someone's
actually
Yeah, you're
up.
right. You're right.
It's got to be someone's serious.
'Cause, yeah, I only met like one or two people who thought this, but like,
I don't think I've ever met anyone.
Who doesn't believe in space? Yeah, that's like you don't believe in water or the ocean.
well, no, they just had a theory that the Earth is flat.
Oh, true.
I don't know if that means you don't believe in space, but
I thought that's
Yeah.
what you said at first.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's a bunch of different realities. That's so funny. Who knows, though, man? I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen the Earth
I'm
from
not
space.
advocating it. There's pictures. Yeah, I believe the pictures. Like, I guess I know. What am I fucking saying?
Yeah, the Earth. Yeah, it's definitely
Talking
round.
himself into it. Like,
Back right out now.
like, do we have any proof?
Son?
Alt 4 F4.
That's funny.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so how's your guys' day on this beautiful day?
I've been having the best day, bro.
You guys are almost in school.
Almost done. That's right.
Are you going
Yeah.
back? Are you...
I'm not.
What are you doing? You think you can get work?
I gotta write a few more exams before I'll be able to do the CFP thing, but hopefully get those done in a couple months and then be on my way. Got to do like 5 more exams before I can friggin' start working at the CFP.
Yeah.
I gotta do my CSC level 1 and 2, and then I gotta do my FPSC, and then I gotta do my...
But if you look backwards,
CFP.
we're already 4 in.
That's true. We've
Yeah.
done 4 of our CFP courses.
So you almost
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah, we're like 4/9 of the way there, plus college.
Yeah, I'd
Plus
definitely
the-
recommend. I'd definitely recommend that program to someone who wanted to
Oh yeah.
start learning, but it was costly and it took
Is
a lot
this
of
still
time.
business admin?
Businessman with a major in
Yeah.
finance. Yeah.
Okay.
See, it
And
took a
this
lot
is
of
your third
time to
year.
cover what we covered. I thought. What do you think?
Sorry.
Took a lot of time to cover what we covered. Like if you're driven enough, you could do all this on your own, possibly in a shorter time period.
I don't know. I feel like it was great for educating in a good amount of time and shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was an awesome program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about my program.
Mhm.
Like,
And you took advantage of the experience, we got to meet all our professors and stuff.
Yeah, our
right?
profs were killer. We got really lucky.
You guys we all got to meet each other.
Yeah, that
Like-
too. That
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, like, we all got to meet each other. It wouldn't happen if you didn't go.
True.
Mhm.
Like, it's more than... And if you, like, try to do it on your own, how much... I don't know if you use how much or how many. How much of the percentage of the population would actually do the work that is required to learn that skill
That's the thing.
without school? I don't know.
So why when you make it on your own, you're just something else. You're like
Yeah.
a superhuman being.
No, I
yeah.
I
You're
think
gonna frickin'
structured education is important.
Do some good things.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. We
Yeah.
take it for granted a lot too by saying, "Oh, I could have just learned that on my own," But we learned it like the best way that we know of right now, kind
Yeah.
of in the world. We're at like the
Yeah.
best standard of education kind of in the
Yeah,
world.
think about that.
People from China are coming to Canada to
Mhm.
People from
From
everywhere
school,
are
yeah.
coming to Canada.
India. We got a bunch of Indian students at our program.
It was wild.
It's
But
a-
somebody definitely could learn it on their own. But that's just because we have all the
you
information.
know where Elon Musk went to school? University?
Canada.
He went to Queen's University, Kingston,
True.
for aerospace engineering, Canada.
Elon Musk?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah,
And he's
Did
from
not know
South
that.
Yeah.
Africa too.
yeah.
like-
He immigrated from South Africa, went to Queens. Crazy, bro. Yeah, mind blowing. The
Clearly, it was a
smartest dude
good
ever.
decision. Obviously.
Yeah, well, it worked out for
Yeah.
him.
Turned out okay.
Yeah, that's crazy, eh?
Wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And now we like don't even have to pay for it. You know what I mean? With the
For
free
school,
OSAT.
yeah.
Now it's like we're almost at a time where it's like it's gonna be interesting what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Just
Canada's
aware. Just aware.
Canada's huge though.
Geographically,
think about how crazy that is.
Oh yeah,
Think a
we're
second.
massive,
Yeah.
bro.
But we only have the population of California.
Mm-hmm. Crazy to think about.
What's it expected to grow at? Does anyone know?
I don't know. A lot.
'Cause that's the thing. People aren't having huge families anymore. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's true. There's a correlation between education and smaller families.
It's a correlation between countries with less wealth and bigger families too. Even in like
True.
Mexico and stuff.
Do you think those levels correlate, like the amount of wealth and the amount of education?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They're kind of hand in hand.
Especially in those impoverished countries that
Mm-hmm.
if you have money, you can send your kids to school.
Yeah.
Like I know a buddy at Algonquin who was born and raised in Haiti. So his dad is like one of the richest men in Haiti and was able to send his kid to Canada.
Crazy.
What a lucky kid.
Yeah.
Crazy. Nice shades, bro.
I was gonna say so serious. Just swagging
Shit got
it.
real, man.
Just looked over.
These people are lucky
Those are
there's
nice.
no
Can't see
camera.
his eyes anymore. Are you sleeping?
Blank face.
I didn't know you could take naps doing these things.
You just don't want to be rude, so you...
15-minute intervals.
I was hoping Evan would see.
It's like putting on your glasses in class. It's like either you're really
Oh man,
high.
I have this one. I usually don't do this, by the way, for the people listening. I usually don't wear shades
Disclaimer.
inside. Yeah, disclaimer. But I have this one kid in my program, man. He's like a fucking alien, bro. He's like super tall, and he's just like he wears the most expensive
You
clothes.
faded the picture.
He wears the most expensive fucking clothes, like but the Supreme, like the hoodies and shit. And he just has his pair of
Like
shades.
his entire McDonald's paycheck goes to a hoodie.
All of it. And he just wears shades every fucking class.
Just how he rolls it.
Yeah. Like,
Is he high as shit?
No one calls him out on it.
man, he
Teachers
did a
didn't call him out on it?
presentation in our marketing
What?
class
With glasses on?
with glasses on.
No way.
Sick.
And the presentation, and we had to.
The balls on this guy.
It was a marketing class, and we had to take a Dragon's Den episode or Shark Tank and like kind of do a marketing plan for them, whatever the fuck. And his was about sneakers, and he brought like a couple pairs of Yeezys, and he had them with his shades on. I was like,
Maybe he's
"Oh."
a branding genius, bro. And
How was
now
it?
he's the guy
Yeah.
with
How was the
shades on.
presentation?
It was really bad.
Was it because of the glasses?
No,
or?
they didn't
Okay.
do it on time, so they went the week after, and they
Oh,
were the
fuck,
only
eh?
team to do it, so they had an extra week, and it was bad.
Shit,
That's what I
man.
can't
They're
believe.
gonna know if they listen to this that that's who it was.
I
Some
don't care,
people just
man.
really don't.
You deserve that.
There's no effort put in sometimes, you know.
That's true.
No, but you could tell some of them did well. Like you know, not knocking the whole group.
That sucks, eh? When you just get thrown into the mass of shit. Like, oh, I'm ashamed to be a part of this.
I've been there though.
Same.
Just
Same.
a shitty team.
Last year, communications media, I totally failed this class so bad, this social media class. And we were doing a presentation at the end.
Was this with me?
This was with you and Haley.
Yeah.
And we were sitting at the table and we were finishing this presentation for the end. No, I think I just passed it because I needed to do this presentation for the Kaelan. But I didn't go. He's like, he looked at me. He's like, "You're coming?" I was like, "No,
There's
there's
better
no way."
things to do, eh?
There's no way. Just because I didn't
We
show
had-
up, the almost
entire
the entire
class.
semester.
The entire class was built towards this one project,
Yeah,
and like there was like no assignments. Like we never went to class, but like we still did the project. You know, Haley and I did it.
that's my story of not giving a shit.
And then it was like fucking half an hour before presentation, and we met up with this guy for the first time. Like to actually work on this. And we got him all ready. We were like, all right, you got to say this, and it was all good to go. And he just looked at us, he's like, guys, I'm not going. Like, this is like.
Or was the leader of the group
There's
there?
no way.
He's
Round
like,
the
I haven't
troops
been
up.
in 10 weeks. I'm not going. Like, this is fucked.
We had a
Just didn't
guy.
go.
Yeah, we had a guy tell a presentation story about like him finishing one of his high school classes in like 3 days. He didn't show up for any of his classes, and
Oh, in your group.
yeah, that was in our
Really?
section. And
You don't
Cool
get
story.
like expelled for
Yeah.
that shit.
Don't you have to go to high school?
Yeah.
it was John Creppen. It's
Oh,
actually
really?
a really cool story. Yeah.
That is neat. You probably went to the ALC for it or something, the adult learning thing.
Oh man, his teacher gave him a chance to do every assignment that was due during the semester
Really?
over the weekend,
How does
and he
this-
got it done.
Does he stay home all day or does he just
He-
miss that one class?
He didn't give a shit about high school.
How does he not like get called down to the vice principal's office and be like, "Yo, like you need to show up to some of these classes," or like, "We're not gonna let you come." Like what? That's what happened to me on my victory lap.
Really?
Yep, right at the end,
I didn't go for a couple weeks in
Skipped
my
so much.
in my returning
You
year.
had a
which-
Yeah.
victory lap?
like half semester, like half school year.
I did a victory lap too for a semester.
Huge waste of time.
Waste of time.
Oh, I hated it.
Such a waste of time.
I didn't
got
go
I got my grades up, but Huge waste of time.
Yeah.
So you did it just to get your grades up then, or
Yeah.
because you weren't ready to?
Yeah. I was fucking around.
See, some people do it just because they're not ready to make a decision. And
That's literally, I feel like, the reason I did it.
Yeah, I guess same.
Nobody at my high school had a victory lap. Like no one.
Really, eh? A
No
fair bit
one.
of my friends did it, but it was still shitty. I freaking
Yeah.
hated it.
was it so shitty because you only knew the amount of people there, or like?
You know what I think actually a big part of it was at the time was just being with all the younger kids who I knew, obviously, because it was a small school, but like I wasn't, it's just kind of weird. I just felt like I shouldn't even be there because
Yeah.
I was friggin'.
You felt like a real outsider. That's what I felt.
Yeah.
Like,
See that?
I remember just a lot of moments from that year, just having my headphones in and my head down. Like, so that's pretty much that entire year.
Doesn't sound like the
You
Evan
weren't
today.
friends with anybody in a.
I was really good friends with, like, those were my homies, a year younger than me.
That's what I mean. I feel like I had a lot of friends younger than me too, but I just hated being at school. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I totally felt like an outsider because though it wasn't. I didn't feel like I was supposed to be there. I don't think it was based on the amount of people I knew, but I knew I wasn't supposed to be there.
Did you skip a lot, or did you still?
I skipped a lot in grade
Still
12.
there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just needed to get my grades up.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I had no idea. I'm thinking back on it now. It's like I graduated grade 12. Like I can't wait to go. No, there's no way I'm staying back. There's no way I'm ready.
I couldn't imagine that. I was so excited to get out of there.
Yeah.
man.
My sister's going through that right now. She's graduating grade 12 this year.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
She know what she wants to do.
She does. She wants to go into like some health sciences program, which I find like, holy shit. You're
It's
devoting a lot
interesting.
of your time. Like you're looking at 8 years if you want to be
True.
a serious kind of doctor,
True.
physiotherapist or
Yeah.
something. But like,
So that's
Super
hardcore.
interesting.
Yeah.
it's cool to see someone go into it. It seems super
Yeah.
stressful.
Is she gonna make the plunge?
Yeah. I think she's going to like Ottawa U or something. But
A lot of people I know go for like their bachelor and then they take a break and then they go for the master's after.
Mhm.
Instead of doing it all boom, 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 boom.
Mhm.
she works hard. Like there's some people that are driven out there in
Yeah.
today's world.
Is
Like,
she
she
one of
doesn't
them?
go out and party or
Yeah.
anything. Like she's studying, and I think she'll get it done.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It takes that type of person. I was talking to Luke about it. We were talking about just neurosurgeons. We were talking about a debate between two neurosurgeons, or what would be. It's like you can't even, like you can't even debate a person like that because their intelligence is so incredible and their discipline is so incredible, and it's like being a doctor or something.
Yeah.
It's like these people
Crazy.
are so intensely smart and like focused.
Super focused. That's all it
Crazy.
is.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Nuts. Buddy, that's like 8-9 years.
8-9 years, but plus even more if
Yeah.
you want to get like
Mhm.
do whatever you want.
Crazy.
Yeah, unbelievable. Imagine being a plastic surgeon. Be wild.
Cutting people up.
Shoving like
Yeah.
pads into their face.
Yeah, going through all that med school and being like, oh yeah, this is my dream.
I
This
just wanna- I
is
just
what
wanna
I
make
want
the
to be
most
doing.
money.
Giving these silicone
help
breast
anyone, I just wanna
implants.
make money,
Friggin'.
Maybe some people, I guess.
Yeah, they see these beautiful people and they're like, oh my god, I want to create that.
Jesus Christ. I just think about like, have you ever seen that Ken dude? Like the human Ken doll?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's so
Oh, I've seen that.
disgustingly crazy. I can't even imagine it. I know we have friends that like sort of advocate it too.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. Eh?
yeah. It's crazy because I definitely would never think that side of it.
No.
It's like why would you have plastic surgery? Why? Unless like, it's sad when like people like get burned and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like if that's there for that and like being able to like, there was someone who had like a face transplant or something. Like if you're unfortunate and have some terrible accident happen to you,
Mhm.
it's interesting that we can help by that, but you shouldn't be just getting fucking new tits. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Big business too, probably.
And huge. These people make They drive Ferraris. These plastic surgeons. Yo, I got my jaw. Surgery.
True. I guess that was a plastic surgeon, eh?
Yeah, it was. $5,000.
Oh, you had to pay for it.
Well, it was covered
True.
because it was.
Oh, hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my dad's insurance.
Oh, I gotcha.
$5,000 for a 4-hour surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that.
That is wild.
And he can do like 2 of them a day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like anything in that field, man, any sort of.
It's just highly skilled work.
Yeah.
Like, think about the discipline and the.
I got my wisdom teeth pulled out a few years back, and it was crazy. I remember seeing the bill. It was covered,
Yeah.
but like,
How-
Jesus.
Have you guys ever gone under, what's it called?
Put to sleep.
Yeah, put to sleep. What's the chemical? though?
Anesthesia.
Anesthesia. Have you guys ever?
Yeah,
done anesthesia?
one time.
Have you?
Oh yeah, 3 times.
It's trippy. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
My wrist and then 2 knee surgeries.
True. I knew.
So it's a really nice experience actually. You just go, you get put under, bro. You wake up and it's just weeks of recovery. It wasn't that bad at all.
Yeah. No.
We have a good system here.
Yeah, I agree.
So my grandpa used to do it in the hospital.
What?
Anesthesia?
Oh, he's. Oh, that's interesting. So crazy because that's a specialty in itself. It takes another 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, think about how like intricately you have to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a job like that, you could have some AI system that has it figured out.
Eventually, man. What can you not have an AI system?
Well, what does
for?
what does the nurse do that's
Peace, dude. But
that's
there's
so special? Like,
have you seen like the articles on the super accurate robots that do surgery, like a steady hand robot? You move it within this machine, you put on gloves, make sure you wear 2 gloves, and
Always.
always, and you move like these controllers around. I guess they're like fingertips, and the machine follows where the tools will go. But it's super steady. It's not a human.
yeah.
Crazy, man. One day it's gonna be all figured out. I'm gonna get to live forever. White devil. I like that shirt, Jacob.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a nice
thanks, man.
Is
shirt.
it fresh?
Thank you.
Looks like it's right off the rack.
Right off.
I got this at Value Village.
This guy's getting into
Oh,
style
that's
now.
sick,
Yeah, this guy's
dude.
big
I
into
know.
style.
He's
I like it.
practicing.
Flex.
Who got you into style, Brian?
What's that?
Brian got you into style?
I guess so, yeah. I started thinking about it a little more. Probably Scott McBride, my one teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. He was just kind of telling us about it.
No,
the other
he-
day. It's pretty important to look
He
professional.
dresses
I think.
fucking well, man.
And yeah, Scott
What'd he say
dresses
about it,
real
though?
nice. He just, it's pretty important to dress to, look good.
But why?
To, just,
perception, bro. You
Yeah.
look just by your
What do you
image.
say, though?
He said the same shit to us. Like,
yeah, Kaelan
if
had
you're
him
going
too.
somewhere important, like, you may as well go that extra mile. Like, that will make a difference on how you're perceived.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah, because it's like you take care of yourself.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, you're figuring it out.
It goes
And
a
it's
long
kind
way.
of, it's the sense of style.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
like
Awareness.
style, yeah, exactly. And it's like kind of a style shows a lot of character.
No, but he wears like suits.
Exactly, but that's a style. That's
It is.
That's
It is.
his
It is.
character. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you don't like understand what you look like, then it's kind of it's a reflection anyway
Yeah.
of something. I don't know what it is.
But I agree. Scott McBride is the type of teacher to make you like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta step my game up here. Like, holy fuck.
That's what I mean, bro.
Yeah. No, he's so good. He'd be good on the podcast, man. Best
you-
public speaker.
I want you to get all your teachers. Where's Sean at?
Yeah,
we can do it
should
at the
ask Sean.
studio, bro.
I feel
We're
like I feel like you wouldn't want to do one.
oh really? I thought
don't
you
know.
said he would at one point.
Maybe.
You said you.
That's the thing. I feel like people would be real skeptical to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Like how many
Like-
people you asked that has anyone said no?
No, I
No
did,
one's
but I
said-
haven't
okay.
asked anyone yet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think he wouldn't if he hasn't told you?
Well, it's just he is in a position where it's like he's a professor and
Yeah.
stuff, and if
He's a
you say it-
professional.
yeah.
Associated with this
And especially how we talk on the podcast. Not that it would
This
be anything.
it's this disgusting spew of words.
That's what it is. It's the filth. It's constant filth.
You'd get to know him so much better though. It'd be cool.
He'd be talking about which way he wiped his ass.
So does that mean we can't?
I don't want to
freaking,
get here, but
I hope we get a teacher on. I hope we get a teacher on this show.
I asked
cool.
my professor, and he said yeah in a month. And then I emailed him, and he didn't respond. Pissed. But I need to start doing some research on some local interesting people that
Get
I
my
can
grandpa
talk
up
with.
here, see if my grandpa
Oh,
can
you
say
should
anything.
ask him.
Cause he's close. I'll be like, Grandpa, I'll make it seem real serious. I'll
Yeah.
be like, yo, you got to come to this interview.
That's so funny. Yeah,
Just
but
take
you-
like half an hour
no,
to your
but
lunch
you
or
come
something.
with-
Yeah.
yeah,
oh,
like me. It would be so good.
You should message Elle of the Mills, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen.
You think
You're
she's
not
too
ready to go
famous,
big?
eh?
Yeah.
She is pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who?
That's
Ella the
that's
Mill. She's like you've never heard of this show? She lives in Barhaven. She's like a YouTuber, but she has like 2 million subscribers. or
She
something.
got like shouted out by Casey Neistat.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's this
yeah,
young
yeah.
girl.
My
I
girlfriend was
watched.
showing me.
Oh really?
Yeah, she went to Bayshore not too long ago, and it went crazy. She like tweeted out, she's like, "I'm at Bayshore," and like security had to like intervene. Like it was.
She's a celebrity, bro. She's huge.
Really, I didn't realize she was that big. Holy.
Oh yeah, she's huge. She got 2 million subscribers,
You think
Yeah,
you're
that is a
mostly
lot. That's
Canadian,
true.
or
and she's from Ottawa.
you think you're mostly Canadian subscribers?
Oh,
then?
I don't know.
No, everywhere, man. If Casey, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
that's nuts.
But
Belly's from
definitely
Ottawa.
Grassroots started in Ottawa because she's very.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, Belly's from Ottawa. That's nuts. Belly's huge.
What do you think? Young girls find her inspiring or something? Like that's what I find. With
I think
Casey
she just
Neistat
makes
is-
great videos.
The videos, okay.
It's like, you watch like a Quentin Tarantino film and it's like you don't think, oh, Quentin Tarantino is so inspiring. You're just like, that was a fucking crazy movie, and that's I feel like what she does.
Tarantino's inspiring.
Yeah, well, 100%. But it's not like the first thing you. Obviously, it's a different platform. It's like a vlog and a movie.
Yeah.
But it's like she makes great videos, so she'll be inspiring because of her great videos. She's not inspiring during her videos.
You guys don't know anyone who's like a blogger or anything like that,
I
eh?
don't.
No.
Or a vlogger,
We're
sorry, like
bloggers.
carrying a camera around, but you guys don't do the
I
camera.
got a buddy who does podcasts, but
Yeah.
No camera crazy.
They're
people,
alright.
No. Thanks, asshole. Like, thanks. I want to get a video going up
Okay.
because it'd be dope. I want to get.
It'd be easy. too.
Brian said he'd print me like a huge can opener thing,
Yeah, need that.
and I want to like get the screen going up on that TV.
Mm.
Yeah, the YouTube channel's looking good. Get some content on there.
It uploads every time I upload it to this thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys want
sure. Let's do it.
to? I'm way too far back.
To the listeners, that's gonna sound like you just cut something out.
Yeah. Well, it's.
Yeah, we were gone for an hour.
I really want to be a little more respectful.
We're smoking weed.
It's gonna be illegal, man.
Good Chinese
fucking
illegal
Yeah, that was such a whack place we just went to.
dispensary weed.
Oh yeah, you
There's-
guys should tell that story.
For though, I guess there's probably dispensaries all over the world. Like
Yeah.
they
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
be, I guess. Like in every city, like illegal ones. Maybe not super legal ones, like in Texas and shit. But we just went to the super like sketchiest dispensary.
It's just a bad place.
It was
terrible. Just a bad place.
just chain link fence on the
Yeah,
wall,
no effort. Just
Like,
greasy.
unpainted drywall, and just one dude.
Raking it in.
Just
Is
I
there a
guess,
line up there?
man.
Is there a line or anything?
I don't. No,
Okay.
definitely. Well, there's one chick behind us.
Really? So it's pretty busy.
It's crazy. There's those.
There's
yeah.
that. How long were you in there for?
40 seconds.
Yeah, bro. If they get one customer every 40 seconds, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, you probably got a point there. Especially at the margins, I'm sure they're trading
Yeah.
at.
Mm-hmm.
I like these opportunistic entrepreneurs, like
Yeah.
they might only get to operate for 2 months.
Yeah, but like, fuck it.
Interesting space.
It is. No, it really
business
is.
world.
Yeah.
Those people probably are. Man, the people who are the Emerys.
The Emery's got fucked big time.
What? No way,
Oh,
man. They
yeah.
probably made millions of dollars selling weed, bro.
You think so? They might have made, like, it would have gotten confiscated, though.
What's that?
Any type of business they did regarding marijuana has been confiscated.
Not their money, though. Are you sure?
I think if those dispensaries got raided.
Oh, the weed for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think the money would have.
I'm sure it would have. I'm sure you wouldn't just like be allowed to rob a bank and then like not allowed to give the money back. If you have them in assets, if you're not like
Yeah, but-
hiding it under the mattress.
Why wouldn't they just shut it down right away?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So like,
So
Because there's too many of them.
no, there's not, man. No, there's
well, no,
not.
because it takes time to like forward a criminal investigation, right?
Yeah,
Like, you
but
can't just walk
if
them
it
into a place.
says like we sell weed, and it's like a huge red flag, why would
Yeah.
you let them build up their business just so you can take it all from like that?
This isn't a
sounds.
Yeah, but
legitimate
it's
business.
clearly-
It popped out of nowhere.
It's
right?
clearly not a high priority. Which I would agree that it's not a high priority. I think they should all get taken down when it becomes legalized. And like they should be taken down in time, but like
I agree it shouldn't be a high priority, but I do think that probably a cop should just probably walk in and be like, hey, you can't sell weed here.
you
We're
need to
gonna
get
have to shut
you
you
need to
down.
get a search
Yeah.
warrant.
You think so for that? For a business
100%.
like that?
There's checks and balances. There you gotta get a search warrant for anything.
Yeah, but you're waving a flag saying we sell weed. Like it shouldn't be that fucking hard to get a warrant.
That's why
Like you're marketing yourself as supplying drugs that are still legal, and everybody knows about it. And there's
Mhm.
not that many. There's like one in the PN, a couple around here.
a bunch have gotten shut down.
Sorry.
A bunch have gotten shut down.
And I'm
Yeah,
sure
some
they'll
have,
do
yeah.
like a cleaning of house by the time it gets legalized.
That's true.
They're saving it all up and just like
And they're just gonna shoot them all up one day.
Get
at
'em
once.
all, dude.
Yeah, all the cops are just gonna all get together.
this is a raid. The one dude behind the chain link fence. You're getting a ticket. Give me all the cash, all the weed, and you're getting a ticket. It's just crazy. Think about it. They don't, in the States, they don't allow banks to hold the weed or take the money from the weed business.
Yeah, that is the craziest
Crazy,
part.
man.
Mhm.
There's like dispensaries with like millions of dollars in the back.
Just vaulted up.
Yeah. Crazy because the banks won't take it. But it won't be like that here.
No,
Yo, it's gonna be legit.
it already isn't like
It's
that.
it's so real after I saw the logo.
After you what?
OSC.
After I saw the logo.
The CB, I know.
Oh, the
That's what did it
OCS.
for me too, bro.
Yeah.
The OCS logo.
OCS, yeah.
yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Should Google
Oh,
it.
bro, it's a beautiful logo. It's friggin' really catches your attention.
What's it called?
It's pretty intricate. It's really
Yeah.
It's the OCS.
I hope they put a little more thought into their store
I
design.
wish they made it a little more simple though. I just wish they didn't make it so
I just
complicated.
think it's gonna take time because this is the first step into the shallow water.
Yeah.
There's people on the other side who don't want this to happen. So there's got to be corners cut somewhere. No. Ontario Cannabis
It's
Store.
like that, but just a little plainer.
Ontario Cannabis Store. So there's gonna be checks and balances, but 8 years from now, when it's pretty totally normalized, we're gonna see that logo changed, and we're gonna like see it
Yeah.
branded.
Yeah, 100%.
There's gonna be no argument if you do it with alcohol, do it with weed,
Yeah.
and if you're doing it with weed, then you should do it out.
Terrible logo.
It's,
pretty-
like the plainest.
They
like,
spent
one.
$600,000.
No, that wasn't. That was like a
Bullshit?
whole committee thing.
Oh, true.
No, it wasn't starting that logo cost 600
Maybe they
grand.
didn't want to spend any money on the design, so they
True.
just slapped that up. They knew it was gonna change.
Yeah, maybe. Just slapped it up. Yo, I wonder. It's just gonna be weird. Like, is that gonna be on like signs like the LCBO is?
Yeah.
The new packaging looks like shit though. You see that?
Yeah, it's just plain. It's like astronaut material.
It's a white bag with like a red warning sticker and a yellow warning sticker, and that's all they can have on it. So
Oh,
no
really?
branding or imaging. Like,
Weird.
it'd be
Canopy
impossible to-
just applied for their like a patent for plain packaging that they would specifically be able to have on theirs and nobody else would, kind of thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Genius.
Which company?
That's smart. Canopy.
Mm.
That's smart. That's probably actually going to be a very big deal, though. What the package looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Afria closes a deal with Nuvera, the purchase agreement today.
Did they?
Yeah. Like the deal finalizes. Does that mean the Nuvera shares stop trading? Yeah. So many deals in the industry. It's crazy.
So many deals. Get your deals here.
Consolidation. We'll just all like the acquisitions and stuff they're gonna have.
Like, and
It's true. Buy some hydropothecary and buy the warrants.
disclaimer. Yeah. So what else is new?
Not a lot, bro.
Not a lot. Nothing exciting. Yo, I think I totally have SAD.
Have what?
Seasonal acute depression.
Why? Because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
feeling so goddamn fantastic today?
Yes, but
Same,
it's
bro.
been like the past week and a half, 2 weeks.
True, eh?
There's something. I swear to God.
So if you lived in like Dominican Republic or somewhere sunny all the time,
I
you just
kill it. I would be on Mars before Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that
No
right
doubt.
now.
damn sad.
I think everybody has that a little bit, though. Where,
Well, I think it's biological.
yeah, for
Are
sure
we
it is.
supposed to live here without like houses?
We can't.
There is possible. Impossible. Can't even live in an igloo for that long.
Literally, though.
I guess they do. Do people still live in igloos?
Okay, I might skedaddle here, folks.
Are you dipping?
I might.
Are you meeting Liam somewhere?
No, I'm gonna head to the school, go to this class.
Oh, true. You're totally gonna be late.
Yeah, a little bit.
5:38.
5:38.
Yeah, so you got to dip.
Yeah, it won't be too
Okay,
bad.
well, then we'll end
Are
it.
we? Are we?
Might as
You guys
well.
don't
gotta
have
dip.
to.
Yeah, no, we'll finish it.
Alright.
It's been an hour.
Solid.
It
An
was
hour.
lit,
Wow.
Yeah.
That was an hour?
Congratulations. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations on your
Break it,
debut,
losing
bro.
your virginity. You lost your
Thanks,
virginity.
man. I enjoyed
Congratulations
that.
on being
You talk about
That's what I was
different
getting
things
at.
when you talk in this format.
I
I
am
find.
Evan.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Jacob always says that.
So
It's like-
thanks for having me.
Yo,
It's
we'll
good
do
having
more.
you.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.